You know, this is very exciting. There's so much exciting to talk about, but this is your 9th time on the show. You have moved into a tie for first place.
What?
With your arch nemesis, Martha Stewart.
For first place in terms of
Guests on the show.
most times
Yes.
being on Seth's show?
Yeah.
Me and Martha Stewart?
9 times each.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She was a full guest or some of them were cooking?
Some of them were cooking.
Yeah, then I win.
Yeah, that's true. That's fully true.
That's a segment.
That's a segment.
That's a segment.
That's a segment. I was so exciting. I was watching the Emmys, and you won the Emmy for this wonderful special that I was lucky
thank
enough
you.
to see at Radio City.
That
How was that night?
was, it was, I was totally surprised. It was amazing and extremely flattering, but I was just shocked to win. And I'd, been before, and sometimes it's not fun. So I was sitting there like, why do we do this every year? Why do we come to this? And then they said my name, and I was like, oh, this is true love.
I was very happy because it cut to you, and Dan Levy, who is a dear friend of yours, was your date for the night.
World's funniest comedian Dan Levy was my date for the night.
And
yes.
I'm lucky enough to know him as well. And it was really a genuine moment of friendship from Dan when you won. And there he is next to you.
Oh, yes.
There's also our friend Michelle Wolf, who's
Michelle
genuinely
Wolf,
happy
yes.
for you.
Look at Dan and I. That is like the typical like Catholic and Jew hearing good news. Him like, wow, and I'm like, okay, don't get too proud.
A moment that probably helped you not get too proud is Deadline, which is a website that sort of does
It's a website.
Yeah, it's a website. They do. It's breaking news throughout the Emmys. They post who wins.
They pride themselves on knowing the most about Hollywood.
Yeah, and so they put up that you won, and they misspelled your name. Now, I will admit, when I first met you, I had an issue with Mulaney because I sometimes accidentally would put 2 L's, and then I learned pretty quickly into our friendship it's 1 L. But it was not. That was not even the issue with them.
No.
They screwed up on John.
Yeah. Juofen. Ask your doctor about taking Juofen. Oh, wow. What
Yeah.
happened there?
The other what happened moment at the Emmys was right after you won, the winner for Best Director of a Variety special proposed to his wife, which was sort of this indelible moment at the
Yeah.
Emmys. How was that for you?
Well, I was backstage and I was in the glow of being a hypocrite and now loving awards. And then everyone started going like, ah! And I was like, yes, indeed, it's me. And they said this guy proposed, and good. That's great for them. I wish them a long and happy marriage. Really stepped on my moment.
Yeah.
You only get so many. They'll be married forever. I'm only going to be there holding a trophy for a couple hours. But, that's La Vie, Juofen, Mulaney. They got Mulaney right.
They nailed Mulaney. They got every part of it right. Juofen.
Juofen.
And you definitely look like a John. If there were 2 people there, they were like, is it John or Juofen? You feel like somebody would be like, it's John. It's definitely John.
People will get Mulaney wrong sometimes, like add 2 L's, or Mulvaney, which is, I guess, a name, which sounds ridiculous to me.
Mulvaney?
Yeah, my name is Mulaney, and to me, Mulvaney, it's like, that's not a name.
Right.
That sounds like if I had a throbbing vein, the New York Post would be like Mulvaney, but to me, that's not a regular name, and yet people around this great nation walk around with the name Mulvaney.
They have your New York Post headline.
Yeah, they have a goofy name with a wrong letter.
That's no kind
no
of
life.
life.
Yeah.